Oh my god, this is only 7 questions and it took us almost an hour to answer these 7 questions. And it's a 20 question channel.
Channel. Where should get channel from? First it was omelette. Well, Mr. Me I make omelette. Some reason pancake end up in it. I'm gonna make a pancake. You understand?
Watch over me, please. You watch over me, yeah. Watch me on the journey.
It's just a small video roll.
Welcome
everyone.
Another time.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for tuning in to us. I must say, I appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, man.
I am just
grateful for the love and support.
Grateful for the love and support
Real talk.
that you have been pouring out to us. We really appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Remember to, like this video, that thumbs up that you see, just give us that thumbs up. Remember to comment. Remember to share the video. And remember to subscribe for those that have not yet subscribed.
And hit that bell.
Just hit that bell. Alright? So let's get into it. I'm excited because some of these I don't even know, but let's get into it. Alright? So we decided to do a 20 question challenge. So what we did, instead of coming up with the questions on our own, we decided to reach out to a few people. Okay? So first question came from our sister Dana.
Sister Dana.
Let
us see what Sister Dana question is.
So the first question was from Sister Dana and it reads, how was the transition from the world to Christendom for both of you?
Wow, man. What a way to start
How was the transition? What a way to start off.
Good question, Sister Dana.
You want to go first?
Good question. So, the transition wasn't an easy transition. Okay. I had help on the way during the process. And so, God arrested me. It all started when God arrested me in Canada, I believe, right? What's up?
Yeah, that's the one. I guess that's the one when the pastor came.
The pastor just, I'm not even did plan to go to church because really and truly, my niece wedding me go to Canada and, after the wedding until we touch the road and so we go dance and this and that. So the Sunday morning come now and sister said, boy, come I got church, my brother. I said, I never really come for go to church still, But she said, I said, I can't church clothes, I don't know church clothes. So she dragged me and said, yo, the same clothes you wear go dance, the same clothes you can't wear go church.
Amen.
So I said, all right, cool. Boom, I'm go church. And they there, praise and thing. And me tell her say, me feel something I come over me, throughout the service, but me not really pay no mind. And the pastor decides say, I'm going to come off and pulpit and walk down the aisle. Walk past 60 other people, 70 people, and come pick me. Because when I back me there, and pick me out. After I pick me out, him attack and him call me and come hold me hand to and carry me up at the front. I'm saying, Lord have mercy, what go on there, so now? And I tell her, say, that was when the Holy Spirit really arrested me and him said, listen, God have called you, to be a prophet, to be a leader, to God have great things. And I say, yeah, I go through and I tell her, say, something just drop on me like a brick, and so that's how me arrested. And so that's how the process started. That's how my transition started, and so, but, and still come back from Canada and still I run road, I do my thing, and all of these things. I do my thing, you know the things that already, as a version I say, know the Schweppes. You know the Schweppes.
Yeah, run the road.
Yeah, when I run the road, look at it,
Yeah, down the road.
All of that, say the done road part, but when I run the road,
Thank God for salvation.
yeah, thank God for salvation, but me not me not do road and just do a whole heap of thing, that is not of God, and me end up start hanging out with some people and a bag of different people where I do a bag of different thing that is not right, and one heap of thing.
Nobody know what about only thing. Remember me have to talk my part. And what else?
And so and so I go Jamaica now, and I go Jamaica and it end up that my phone drop in our water and phone mash up,
Okay.
and so after I come back now from Jamaica.
So you lose a lot of contacts at that point.
Yeah, man. And so after I come back from Jamaica now, me meet up with my current bishop, and first time and then prophesied over my life and say, listen, God start a process in your life and you need to continue. And so first you have to get rid of a lot of contacts. That right there was just confirmation because the phone lost, I know confirmation. Some say, Jesus. I said, this brother don't know me from now. I said, he cannot tell that. He cannot talk,
So get rid of all of the contacts.
I lose the phone and I never really pay back no mind. I'm going to start taking things serious now. I said, I'm going to go through that journey, and God start to look at things in my life. And, but the transition wasn't just me alone, God placed, this my wife in my life, and she helped me along the way with the transition. She herself is still in her world, though everybody she is still in the world.
I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'm not done. I'm not want to you. You get your time. When I get a quote, me have to hear my side. Alright, so she's still in her dance world, but she was more spiritual than me. You understand? She was up there, but still I live, in the world. So when we decide to start do this thing, the together thing, we decide so we make God be center it, and so me still I go through my process, and so she start help me through my process, and one thing lead to a next, me start.
One thing lead to the next.
Yeah, meaning after we start talk and. You start influencing.
So it was a big part of the transition.
Yeah, it was a big part.
Right.
Come on, my girl. So my answer sister Dana question. So she was a big part of the transition, and my find myself start not interested in a certain things. No one deal with certain things. That is not really of God. And so me start find myself I start to friends start drop off, cause when we start the process, me decide say me go make social media sit the process as well. So every step of the way, my transition from out of the world, from inner the world to out of the world, it was all on social media, where my Facebook to be exact.
Yes, everybody saw the transition.
Everybody saw the transition, because I post stuff in reference to my transition,
right.
And I post pictures and people.
So instead I post the idle stuff, then I post things off God.
Yeah, and so people start to see, my difference and era difference and along the way. And I remember me start lose friends stop comment on my page, stop comment on my picture them and everything. And Bishop said to me, don't worry, man, you're gonna lose friends along this journey, but you're also gonna gain new friends, friends that will help you, friends that will strengthen you. Amen. And so me start take heed and and me carry on. But every now and then still the flesh might jump in and me go touch the road and thing until I remember my very last party me go. It was an all black party, and me in a church and thing, I'm saying, I'm going to have my part, God bridging party, support and so on. I'm going to the party, at 2 o'clock, we just reach at 3 o'clock, and reach, and I did lean up and I just find myself just bored. Boring, not that word, you know. And so
Transition was
so me say-
already
yeah,
in
so
process.
so me say I feel out of place. I just left Angamia. That was the last party. I will never forget that party. And from that date, you know, and so the more I start get closer to this lovely, beautiful, amazing woman of God, aka my wife, you know, we start pray together, you know, and she starts saying, yeah, if you stop do this, and they remember the day, you know, we did, yo, may I tell you, we did make plans, you know, for baptize together. You know, so she got baptized before me. She got baptized before me. Tell me if I really want to stray off I topic, but tell me.
Yeah, because I'm my time for talk now.
But if may make plans for the baptizing,
Things
go baptize.
happen. God have a way of doing things.
Yeah,
so you
gotta-
finished now?
So anyway, so me just did still have to vent about that a little bit.
No
you know.
problem.
So
So
anyway,
you did find your way. It wasn't easy.
it wasn't easy.
But
you know,
you did find
but me
your
find
way.
my way. But you know, God sent somebody along the way
To help you
to help me
in the
along
process.
through the process, through the transition.
Amen.
And so I was able to overcome a lot of things, you know. And I pray to God and ask God to really remove certain things from my life, you know, certain lifestyle, you know. And so God answered my prayer, you know.
Amen. So my time. No, sir, really, Kieran?
No.
I told we have to tell a story and you take up the whole of the time. Anyway, I won't be that long. Transition for me. Oh my God. So a lot of persons, I don't know if they knew, I grew up in church. So I grew up in church. You know, singing on the choir and everything. I got baptized at the age of 12. But at the age of 18, that's when the church that I was going, my mother, she stopped going for some reason. She stopped going to the church, and that's when I got I guess the gate was open for me to go out into the world.
Oh, yeah.
So,
18,
because I grew up in church, I didn't get the opportunity to see what the world was like. So, at the age of 18,
You go run road. She go run road at the age of 18.
I'm like, okay, let me see what this is all about. So, yes, I started doing my thing. You know,
What is your thing? You know, explain to the audience. What
I
is your thing?
entered into the world of sin at the age of 18. I went out there, and funny enough, as much as I was out there, I was still God-fearing, because people can tell you that when I am around them, my surroundings, it doesn't matter. It's always about praying. I'm always encouraging. I'm always saying, look, and it doesn't matter. I was out there. I was still praying. I was still seeking God. I was still God. It's like it was a case where, listen, it doesn't matter what, even though I'm not fully sold out for Christ, there is still a fear of God.
Yeah.
So yes, I was out there, and you know, it wasn't the transition part happened
the transition.
when
the transition.
Yes, because I'm a party girl. I was a party girl. Sorry.
Yeah, you was.
So I was a party girl. You know, party, everything and whatever. But never have no bag of man. So as much as how
can we prove this?
Yes, it's proven. If I'm dealing with someone, it's one at a time. Even though they might be the galleys, and maybe have more than how much, you know, woman. I was always dealing with one person.
Me too, one person.
Don't even go there. Not even. We finished with you long time. The transition was very rough. Anyway, so as much as I was out there, it wasn't not 2 man and stuff like that. No, it was only one at a time. All right, but I was the party girl at the time.
How did you make the transition?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So when my transition came about, it was a case that I got a terrible dream that the world was coming to an end.
My God, wow.
And if you I know some persons might have gotten that dream before, it's no joke. I didn't pay it any mind. I was still doing my thing, still a promote party, still a go party and stuff like that. Still I do my thing, still I go in and out. You know, I was no saint. I can tell you that. The old man was no saint.
Yeah.
So as I said before, after getting the dream,
I look to make sure the old man is still there.
trust me, the old man is not here. Even though a lot of persons might still be holding on to the old man because they basically cannot get through to the new me.
Yeah.
Amen?
Yeah.
So yes, I got that dream and I was very fearful. I was like, oh my God. The world was coming to an end and I missed it.
My.
And from that day, it's like, I just start walk a certain way. I just start think a certain way. And it's like me, I said, no, God, I call me. And I started going to church with my mother-in-law at the time. That was at Power of Faith, which is the church that I'm coming from. So I started going to church with her and everything like that. And one Sunday, the choir, which I was on, Echoes of Faith, they started singing
Big
Nearer.
up Echoes of Faith, Jamaica.
They started singing Nearer, My God, to Thee.
My.
Oh my God.
You get
that
arrested.
Sunday I got arrested. I start scream out in the church. Everybody must say look at me and I wonder what did that girl scream out and I start crying, Jesus!
God sent a SWAT team after you.
Please let me tell my story. I never did that once.
Sorry, my apologies.
But trust me, it wasn't no joke. I started shouting Jesus. I have the tongue ring. Yes. I had tongue ring. I had my tongue ring.
Time out. You didn't have tongue ring?
Yes, babes.
Yeah. So what else did it have?
Anyway, nothing else. Anyway, I was in church crying out Jesus. And it's like I didn't know how to contain myself, but the song was saying, nearer, my God, to thee. Nearer to thee.
Yes,
and I'm like, oh my God, nearer, my God.
Sing the kumana.
No, that's not the time for it right now. But when I started shouting Jesus, oh my God, I'm telling you, it's like shouting Jesus. It's like things just start to drop off of me. It's like I start feel lighter. When I came back, come back and everything, my mother-in-law said to me, it was after church, she said to me that God is calling you.
My God.
She just said to me right then and there. She said to me, God is calling you. He's ready for you.
My God.
Miss Marlene, big up yourself.
Blessings, Miss Marlene.
Blessings, Miss Marlene.
Blessings.
She said it to me then and there. And like I started to examine myself. Still did I go to the party? Yes, I was still going to the party. But there was a difference. I'm in the party, but I'm not dead here.
Yeah.
People will see me and feel like, say, yeah, it was a regular route and she enjoy herself or whatever. No, I was bored. It was just like, what am I doing here? But I was still going. And December, and that was New Year's Eve night, 2014. New Year's Eve night, going into 2015. I decided at that point in time, I don't care. It's not about man, it's about God. It doesn't matter what I'm leaving behind. It doesn't matter the circumstances. It doesn't matter the outcome. I'm going to give my life to God. And that's what I did. I went ahead and I got even though I was baptized before, I wanted to re-baptize. I wanted to take off everything completely. And I went ahead New Year's Eve of 2014 and I got rebaptized, and that's when I started my walk with God again. The transition. That's when my transition came about. So was the transition hard? It wasn't like my husband. I guess he was having a lot of challenges coming over, but it wasn't, because the minute I got arrested, even though I was still going to the party,
so never put up no
fight. There was just a difference. That day when I cried Jesus, I'm telling you, every time I cried Jesus, it's like something just drop off of me, like a leaf of heaviness just start dropping off, and I started to feel lighter and lighter. But I was, as I said before, I was going to the parties, but it was just not like before. You get what I'm saying? So yes, and at that point in time, I decided to give my life to the Lord, in which I did. And I have, I tell you, I've not regretted it.
Next question.
So the next question was from Monique. Okay, Monique.
Yes, my sister Monique.
All right. So she's saying, how do you make sure you don't get bored with each other after all these years?
Wow. Good question, Monique. Good question. Very, very good question.
Monique, we're going to be really honest with you, because some persons might see us and some persons might say it's just for the media, social media.
Nah. First of all, there's no script. I feel like, don't you say no script? Because, you know, we're just giving our life experience, you know, and so, but,
how do we do it? So we have been married for 7 years. This year's going to be 8 years. 8 years.
8 years.
And
so, we're not perfect. We have ups and downs just like everybody else. But it's always
keep it going.
It's always we keep it going. There's for me it's daily. It's daily. When I say daily, it's mean daily. Because we have to understand, first of all, that we are growing, you know, we are getting more mature every day, and we're, you know, our body change, our feelings change and everything. And so we have to adapt, you understand? So, let me give you an example, just speaking, you know, if she's supposed to wake up tomorrow and say, boy, I'm say, babe, see some orange juice here. And she said, I like orange juice now, I'm not into orange juice no more, you know, and I'm like, no, so now me have to adapt to that and say, well, no, she not, me have to adjust myself, she not like orange juice no more, you know, so me have to go start, find something else, seek something else where she might like, you know what I say?
But another thing to add to that as well,
in
but terms of...
cut me off. But go on.
I was adding something to it. In terms of, he said, adjusting every day. You have to adjust to your partner every day. And keep in mind, let me say this first. First thing first, love have to be the center of your relationship or your marriage. Because if you don't love each other, there's no way it's gonna work. There's no way you're going to compromise. There's no way you're going to forgive. There's no way you're going to adjust to each other daily. That even though he said that we try to adjust to each other on a daily basis.
Love is a must.
Love is a must.
Forgiveness is a must. You understand?
So once you love, like for us, he says daily, meaning every day we have to fall in love all over again. That's one of the things that keeps us going.
Yeah.
We write little love notes in the morning. So he leaves out for work before me because he starts working at 6 o'clock, right? So, and I start working at 8. So by the time it's time for me to start working, whichever one of us, he might send his little love note first, and then I, make sure he normally kiss me in the morning. Sometimes he falls asleep, me not that even feel say my kiss me. But he will send his little note, to say, good morning, my beautiful wife, how are you? Are you okay? Have a great day. And we do it vice versa. So that's one of our things that we do on a daily basis that keeps us going. All right. Secondly, there's stuff that we do in between because we do have argument, we do have disagreement. Let's not even talk about that. You ask what keeps us going. The love letters that we send to each other in the morning keeps us going.
The little things,
The little things.
The little things.
The little things. Sometimes we just come on and just carry one little candy.
It's the little things, really and truly.
So you have to keep that thing going. You can't just I am dry, so you have to make up in your mind that listen, we're gonna do it.
So here's the thing now, Sister Money. Here's the thing. If me I focus on making she happy, she's supposed to focus on making me happy. You understand what I'm saying?
Road is not one way.
So I am going to try to find ways to make her happy, because I should be, because the relationship is not a 60-40 or a 70-30. It's a 50-50. In other words, you know, the love supposed to equal, you know. Me not supposed to love her more, and I know she love me. And she
unequal. The Bible
understand?
say unequally yoke. Unequally yoke don't only mean when it comes to religion, or no, it also mean when it comes to loving each other. If I love my husband more than he loves me, we're unequal.
Yeah. So, and we see that oftentimes, you know, in a relationship,
where one love more than the other, so the one that love more push out more than the other, and then you tend to have a tug and war going.
Absolutely.
We have to love each other equally.
Yeah, and so you said, you know, we keep it going. You know, we're not perfect, you know, but at the same time, when we do have arguments, we have to find a way for it.
I think, don't touch that part. I think we might have a question regarding that.
Okay.
But what keeps it going is the love.
It's the love, and we always try to find something to do. You know, she might say, babe, may I take you out this weekend? We might say, all right, may I take you out next weekend? You know, we might have game night, we might have movie night. You know, we might
but
have
in terms of takeout,
night.
baby, in terms of takeout, what we do, this is how we strategically do our thing. What we do is we say, okay, then this week, this pay period, or this, you know, we do it like on a pay period basic, like every week we decide, say, okay, he's gonna do his thing. I don't know what he's doing.
You know, as we said, period week, you know, we can't just say every other week or
every other week.
You know.
Right, so every other week.
We try to find to do something. Even when it's not period time, we still
every
find
other week is like,
understand?
okay, then I am gonna do something this week. He has no idea of what I am doing. So I might say, okay, then we're gonna take him to the movie. We're gonna go dinner and a movie. Alright? Then the following week, I'm say, okay, then we're go walk the harbor. You know, eat some ice cream or something like that.
No.
Then the other week, no, it might be something else. So we try to do stuff spontaneously, you know, to keep each other going.
Yeah, and you know, we might just say we take a drive out, go Pennsylvania or Delaware, even Delaware.
New York, sometimes we reach out New York.
We spend the day and stuff.
Believe
me, these little things,
it
add up. It add up. Before you know it, it add up to 7, 15, 20 years, and people still married. You understand?
Yeah.
But and we also have to make sure that we pray, you know, and ask God to just continue to cover us, because
and keep us going.
Because keep us going, because you have people out there who are easily bored. You understand? And these are the things where you have to find out before you get deep in your marriage.
You have to understand. You have to try to know each other.
Decide
understand,
year or
understand
so,
each other.
you know, in our marriage. If she was somebody easily we bored, you know, and me say, okay, me still want to be with her and stuff.
You still have to find the fun factor.
So my job now would have to make sure that me can always find something. You understand? Or help her to change the mindset.
Right, you have to ask, you have to get to know the person. So if you're easily bored, okay, then you're going to try to find out what's the fun factor. You know, because this is when you just start talking, you're going to find out what do you do for fun.
Yeah.
Person might say, well, I love fishing, I love to go swimming, I love to what, you know, those little things. You find out the fun factor. Because people easily get bored, but you, in a term, when it comes to easily bored, you have to willing to open, you know, to certain things.
Yeah. When I say easily bored, when people say easily bored, you know, we have to understand, say, me as the husband now, she easily feel bored. So me have to try help her to open up her mind to not be so easily bored, and if we can
enjoy
think
life
out of the box. You understand? So she can start thinking, because why we get bored, why people say them bored easily, is because they have themselves in a box. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to if you can step out of the box and just trust the person who will take you outside of the box. So you know you don't have to be. But believe me, it might blow your mind, it might blow anybody's mind. So how we keep it going is just, you know, is the little things, I can say. And before you know it, all of the little things them add up. You understand what I'm saying?
Keep us going day
Trust
after
me.
day after
Day
day.
after day, the little things.
Every year we try to take a trip.
Every year
And
we
in
try
between taking a trip, we do little stuff in
Little
between.
stuff.
We treat
You understand?
each other.
Treat each other. Me no wait on Valentine's Day for buy her nothing, even though me no really celebrate Valentine's Day no more. You understand? Me no wait on Christmas for buy her nothing, even though me no celebrate Christmas no more. You understand? So these things, me now I don't think somebody for wait for a special day for buy, so I treat them wife or treat them husband. You understand? To something nice. You understand what I say? She talking about this good girls things. I mean, good girls cologne and that not gonna work. Me don't know that I go work, but that not gonna work. You understand what I say? But good girls this, so.
Anyway, make I get it.
You
So,
understand?
whatever.
Where you gonna get it from?
Anyway, moving to the next one. So Monique or whoever is watching, I hope it that helps you a lot in terms of how we keep it going.
The little things.
You understand?
Nothing fancy, nothing, no name brand this, no name brand that.
Just the little things.
Trust me, it's the little things.
But love have to be a part of it. Love have to be strong, because if you don't know love, whatever the person I introduced to you, whatever the person said to you, it just gonna be like, oh,
yeah,
why is he saying that, or why is she doing that, or I don't want to do that. I don't want to go walk down. I don't want to walk down the arbor for go eat ice cream. Why am I do that? I don't want to go watch no movie. You have to just let loose, let go.
Out of the box.
Yeah, and just open up, and you should be good.
Mind blow, trust me. So yeah, I think that should be do it.
Yeah.
So, Sister Monique, let us know if
if we answered
your question, that was okay.
Yes.
All right, next question.
So the next question is, how do you guys sustain?
Who's it from?
I'm sorry, this is from Siobhan. It says, how do you guys sustain the financial part of your relationship?
Whoa, Mr. Siobhan, sir. Greetings.
Oh, another thing before we move on. The biggest thing is communication. I don't know how we miss that. When it comes to relationship, one of the biggest thing other than having love and support from each other,
it's all we keep it going.
Communication plays a big part.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because there was a time where my husband wasn't communicating much with me, and guess what tends to happen? If he's not communicating with me, and for some reason, say for instance, he's gonna divert after work, and he doesn't communicate it with me. Now 2-3 hours pass, me not see him. So I call me, I say, babes, everything okay? Can I expect him to come home at a certain time? No, him not tell me say I got divert.
I can give a better example.
And him not tell me say him go anywhere.
I can give a better example on that. I remember when she just came up and we start live together and stuff. I was still doing my thing, doing me and doing my thing. And so I wouldn't even communicate with her that, me I leave out in a babes, me I dip on the road long, me not come in now, So I was still doing single person stuff, you know what I mean? Still acting as a single man, you understand? And so it was really hurting her because the communication wasn't good,
Yeah, things like that now tends to cause a lot of argument. Because I'm like, oh, you're the downtown, I'm not even know say you're the downtown. Get me and say, oh, you do this, I'm not know say you do this. Anything could have happened. Them say somebody got hit downtown. I say, I'm telling Karen. Because you never tell me say I go down there. So you get me and say,
somebody have to check myself after my sister. Because one thing you don't want, when the communication start get bad and the communication mash up, there's no more communication. Trust me, you have to find a new line. Meaning you have to go find somebody else because the relationship done.
Yeah, so it plays a big part.
So communication plays a big part. And so I have to check myself because I need to communicate with her, I still live like a single man while I'm married and my wife live with me. So I have to check myself. You understand? And
like come out of the house, you just jump in the car and go boom.
I have to, it took me a while. It took me a while to stop, to really say, it's not about me anymore. You understand? I have to always think about her.
Right.
You understand?
Now you guys are one.
So we are one. You understand?
Right.
So me need communicate, and so it did a affect her, it did a hurt her. You get me? I say, and me really, she said some tears, and it really touched me. And
What?
yeah, you did ball.
Stop
You did
that.
ball. You did ball and say, you did ball, babe. Start the truth. You did ball and say, boy, it now work out because I not communicate with you and you don't know nothing. And then I check myself and say, you know, I can't make this go down, you know. The woman this me love, so I have to fix myself and check myself. Because I say, the woman this me
you
love.
fix yourself and you check
understand?
yourself, and amen. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord.
You don't want to talk about the ball?
No.
So you can't talk about me a ball, but you don't want to talk about your ball?
Of course, because of the way you're balling, you're going over me, you're crying, you're going with yourself. Because you never cry, me that turn back. Yeah. I'm telling you this, when I get married and if the husband no ball, nobody with it. If half a ball and go on with himself, whole heap of tears of a shed.
Yo.
Yeah. Moving on.
Let me tell you why I did that.
No.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me tell you why I did the back. When me really she say, boy, I cuff that, I handcuff that, me I go lock. Me I got jail. Me I got jail.
Next.
Hold on, man. Let me talk. When me really she say, me I got jail, I know.
Really, dude?
I feel bad. When me say, me I got jail, I feel bad. So,
Anyway.
you know, so, me ball, you know. But me I tell you why me ball. Because when me really say, me I got jail and I eat this, you know, me can't come out, I eat it.
Really, Carol?
Alright, next question.
Business after this. Anyway, next question.
Oh, Mr. Barnes.
So Mr. Chevan said, how do you guys sustain the financial part of your relationship? Easy fix. All you have to do is identify who is good.
Wouldn't say easy fixing a babe. Wouldn't say easy
It's an easy fix because you have to know who in the relationship is good with money. You understand?
Not only that.
Better money management. Who is better with the money? Who can manage money better than the other?
Yeah,
you have to identify that. That's what I'm saying.
have to.
Identify that first.
Yeah.
And that's what we had to do. We identify who was a person that is more effective when it comes to budgeting. And, you know, laying out stuff and putting stuff together and make sure stuff
Let me
is
say
done.
this. If we become one, you understand? We're going to put the best foot forward to make sure the marriage keep going, right? And so, if she are the better one to manage the money, why wouldn't make she manage the money? You get me? I say, not because me know me at the head of the house. Me know I lead my family.
But
you
I
understand?
am the better.
So if she are the better one,
I'm the better
me
one
supposed to
managing
can
money.
trust her if you manage the money. If you have a husband if him better than you, you know, in financial,
yes, let him do it.
Make him do it.
Right.
You understand?
But if
Because
the wife is better,
make the wife do it. Because at the end of the day, I one and a one goal. You're supposed to do, you know, you're supposed to try to build a one empire. You get what I say?
the be all and end all, just find out who is better.
Who is better?
And once you find that out, then you should not have a problem. Now, keep in mind that you might
have to trust your husband or your wife.
Another thing, you might have,
it
might be
try
a case.
secret account.
It might, and that's what I was gonna get at. Try not to hide anything. You cannot hide anything from your
Secret
partner.
account. Secret account.
You cannot hide anything. Do not hide anything from your husband. And husband, do not hide anything from your wife. Your husband is supposed to know everything in terms of how much you get for pay, down to the sweetie that you purchase. That's how you're gonna balance your thing, and you're not gonna have some persons that go over the other. And when you look the account negative, you wonder the account negative because you decide say you want to shop and done and do all of this. And when you look the light bill not pay, the water not pay because you decide say you want to do that. No come together. This is the amount of money that's coming in. Okay, this is the total for the month that we take in.
Budget.
Okay, this is for the mortgage, this is for that. This is like extra. You understand? And make sure that you have joint accounts. So you know that this is the extra. The extra is in the joint account. You have a card, I have a card. And then whatever we need to spend out of it, at least say, say, babes, I see something what we need for the house and I go purchase it, or you know, stuff like that. But you cannot.
But where's if you house that there are Macy's? So we are doing a Macy's.
Who there Macy's?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot. Sorry.
Anywhere me I go, him dead here. Me not leave him nowhere and him not leave me nowhere. So I don't know which Macy's are you carrying a Macy's?
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so you have to do that, but don't hide anything. Each person supposed to know. You're supposed to know how much money coming in.
Yeah, but
what is this?
But what about the people who are not Christians or in Christendom? Or who are worldly.
No.
The reason why I'm saying that is because you know, man and woman might out they were married, yes, but them not trust them one another.
But yeah, that is it. Not even talk about trust, because that's another thing. You don't have to trust each other. And if you don't trust each other, you go right back to the question that Money asks, how you keep it going. We don't have to trust each other. We don't have to love. We don't have to communicate. We don't have to do fun stuff to keep the fire burning.
Yeah,
fun stuff meaning, you know, going out, enjoying yourself.
Yeah, but we'll go back to this. So we don't really want to go back.
But yeah, we don't want to go back there. But all I'm saying is, do not hide anything from each other. Make sure that each other know how, you know, the money coming in, how much is coming in and stuff like that. And you should be good. And then you might have some couple where one person will work, the next one now work. That might be a killer as well.
Yeah.
You know, it would be good if both of you are working, you balance it much better versus putting the strain on one person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing as well. But how we keep it going, we identify who is better.
Yeah, who is better.
Who is better in managing money and budgeting and just keep everything balanced.
Absolutely.
You know, it's more me. Right. So as a result, that's how we keep it balanced. You know, we don't have ourselves a bankrupt and those other stuff. You know, we keep it balanced, keep it going, and yeah, that's how we do it. We don't hide anything from each other. We know whatever we're doing, we know.
Yeah, and that apart, you know, that believe it or not, being true and being to one another, it really helps as part of the relation to keep it going, because it's like you find peace into saying anything, you know, and comfort, and it's just like an extra thing towards what make the relationship keep going, you know, the great communication and the good vibes you wanna have, you know. And stuff.
So when I want to stretch out the thing too much, because I know it's interesting, I know, and I hope you guys watch this to the end. I think we have 3 more, but may I tell you, because we have to elaborate so much on each of these questions, you know, we don't really want to go overboard, but we're going to try to make it as short as possible. So we have Tristan here. He asks, when both of you don't agree on a decision, how do you resolve the issue and come to a final decision? So keep in mind, Tristan, because we're going to try to wrap up the rest of the questions. Keep in mind, when it comes to disagreement, not all disagreement is going to be resolved on one shot. Absolutely. It all depends on what the situation is or what you guys are disagreeing on. Now, for us, for the little things that we disagree on, at the end, we try to come to a consensus. We have to come to a consensus in order to move forward. If we don't decide, say, okay, then I understand your point. And yes, you know, him understand my point, but this is basically how we have to move forward. And that's how we do it. But some situation, it's like we can't finish it like this. It just can't. It after basically going on one back, shake up, ruffle up, and then we say, okay, then it makes sense in at the end. Yeah. Because some disagreement, it go and it continue and it continue. But babes, and me that be like, but babes, me not see it like that. This is how it is. And him say, no, but this is how it is. I would say, okay, we're going to pencil it out and then we're going to see if it really makes sense, you know, when you say or when me say. And then sometimes we have to put each other, you know, pointers together and decide, say, yes, it makes sense. So, when you say makes sense, sometimes it not going to be me and my point to win or theme, you know, him one with theme point. No, it's going to be like a little of your one and a little of my one. Put it together makes sense. And the one wherever not makes sense, we drop it right off.
Yeah. Good one. So here the thing, Tristan. Now, the thing is, you see, if it's a big disagreement, you know, me no want, because of the disagreement, me and her, you understand, enjoy the rest of the day and all of these things. So what me I gonna do? Me I gonna say, babes, can we really talk about this one next time, or can we really talk about this later on? You understand? Because even if me really upset about it, me still I gonna say, babes, can we talk about it later? Because you see, the energy we are gonna put into that, to this, it not gonna go nowhere at all. She acted, me might acted. It not gonna go nowhere at all. You understand? So what me have to understand is that, say, me have to say, all right, babes, please, can we just talk about this one next time? Can we talk about this later? You understand? Can we just finish this?
Some of this stuff then
Because,
really can't, one shot can just, we'll just come to a final disagreement.
And when me say to her, can we talk about this later? Is to end the argument for now, as well as me no want go my bed with some disagreement.
We don't do that.
You understand what I say?
Don't go
so when me I do, me I get an extension. You understand?
To think about
it. To really see how best we can resolve this issue.
Because it might be something maybe maybe something with, say for instance, a decision that we have to make. But he's saying this is how I prefer, this is the decision that I want to make. And I'm gonna say, but I don't think the decision that that you want to make makes sense.
Right.
This is how I want to do it, because what you're saying make no sense.
Right.
And then he would have said, because when I go back and forth, because I'm going to tell my point, he's going to say his point. I'm going to say, babes, when you come home with pencil it out, and make us see how this thing is going to work out. Because right now, instead of you go back and forth, the minute you find yourself, I go back and forth.
Me I try justify for my actions or for me decision. She
try justify.
And I'm not going to. So me I say, can we talk about this another time, please?
Not even another time. We might do it maybe later.
Whatever
try for resolve it.
Whatever the case may be. If tomorrow, you understand? But I'm just saying for argument's sake, it not gonna happen one time.
Right. The minute you find yourself a tug and war, you should just stop right there. Somebody have to be the bigger person.
That's what we do. Somebody
have to be the bigger person. Somebody be the bigger person. I say.
It's either she said, babes, can we talk about this later or tomorrow or another time?
And pencil it out. And you see where me I come from. I might say, okay, let me talk about it. But somebody have to stop. So the tone cannot go and then him like, okay then, whatever. And gone off on a bad note.
But to answer your question, somebody the decision, certain decision naga get resolved same time.
Right.
But it's like you make an agreement, actual extension, for resolve it.
Because the part you said, how do you resolve the issues come to a final decision? Or resolve the issues, we pencil it out. We look at his point, look at my point, because the other person have to agree, if listen out. Because if the person ignorant and just it's just all about self. Because sometimes you have to be selfless. And listen. Some partner them don't really want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to hear what you have to say, and they're just ignorant and I just don't want to hear. This is what me run with. So it's kind of hard to because if you decide to listen, let me listen out what she have to say. And you listen it out, or she might say, I'm going to listen what him have to say. And the next person says, I'm not care what you want to say, I'm just stick with my point, because my point makes sense.
No.
Then that's going to be a problem. It's two-way. I forgot two-way.
If somebody ever tell me, say, I'm not care what you want to say, or we're going to resolve this.
Not going to resolve.
You have to care in order to resolve it. You understand what I'm saying?
So we have to listen. We have to be selfless.
And you have to put self to the side, because the flesh will really allow us to not care what nobody wants to say. And the flesh, them say, the thing that ruin us or damage us the most is our own self. You understand? Right. And so we have to really sometimes put self to the side for really hear your point of view, or you have to put self here my point of view. You understand?
So that's about it. I hope we answered your question.
You understand?
So final one, Jazzy.
Jazzy.
So Jazzy is saying, at what point did you both realize that you wanted to spend the rest of your life together? First of all, he was a stalker. So,
Hold on.
at that point in
Hold on,
time,
we're going back to that.
we never want
We're going back to that with the stalking
It
thing.
wasn't at that point in time. Oh, you mean my gone to the stalker something there? Yes. So at first it was nothing like that. At first, but they say, what is Father God? And what is God? I never did into him. I'm being honest, I never did into him. But is scared. But just never want it work. But I said I go through the motion. But
I hope you go in the room, go repent when you're done.
it fell upon a day.
You need to go repent now.
And I'm telling you, things start to unfold and then start to, it start to make sense. And then me I say, yes, this is it. For real.
I know she need to go repent now. Go repent.
Everything after a while, it start make sense. I mean, I say, mighty God, look at this wonderful man we put in my life. I'm going to give this man a hard time. But I give him a hard time. It was me. It wasn't him. He was being the cool
I
guy.
made it a hard time.
He was being the cool guy. He was so nice, loving, caring. He was just everything. And I was giving him a hard time. I just say, But then it fell upon a day when I said, oh my God, I know this light bulb just go off. And I decided
because the minute the light bulb go off,
So,
the minute you see me a
Jazzy,
light bulb go off. But let me answer a question, Jazzy.
it took us like after living together for a year, I would say. After living together for a year, because remember, for you and somebody to be together, not living together, but be together, after a while when you guys decide that you're going to live together, that is the time when salt go in the water. You get what I say? Because things that you're used to as a single person in your own space, now you're living with someone and you have to go compromise. You have to go put self aside and say, listen, we are now one. So even though I used to love the loud music, my husband don't love the loud music, so I have to compromise. Even though him love sleep with the closet door open.
Don't talk about the closet door and like.
I mean, I love sleep with the closet door open because I don't understand how you feel love sleep in a darkness, but you don't like the closet door open. I still can't understand that. But I'm saying that to say this, Jessica, that's another video. That's another thing. I'm saying that to say this. Living with the person, that is when you're going to realize if this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. And you can say that after a year living together, we said yes. That's when we say, I don't know about him. I said yes.
Okay, so Jazzy, to answer your question, for me, it definitely after a year or so, year and a half or so. And the reason being is that because, and I'm going to explain myself why I said after a year or more. Because you have to live with somebody, know somebody, how they are when they wake up, how they are when they might go to them bed, how they are when they're miserable, how they are when things now go for them way, how they are on the road and all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? And all of these things take time, you understand? So I cannot just say, just see her and say, boy, I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Why do you want to spend? What do you know about her? What would I know about her for me to just see her and say, I want to spend the rest of my life with
Some
her?
people do that. Some people do. They might meet the person and say, boy,
some
you,
people do,
let me say, you
but
girl, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Yeah, but they're not being genuine. If we are being honest,
at the I guess at the present moment, you just talk.
Because you have to know somebody in and out, support me, go say that to her now, and me start live with her now, and she have some big can on her foot when I like.
So because of the can,
wash her foot them. and them thing there. I'm just saying.
I mean, I like beard, I mean,
You understand?
like
I'm just saying she don't like beard. Me never know say she never like beard. You get what I'm saying?
until I live,
Until me start live with her,
So,
until me start to look a sign.
True, but you can't fix that too.
yeah, but my point is,
You can't fix it too, cause and that is where coming together again. You know, you understand why I love that girl, but certain things, you know, certain things you may say, you know, she go on with. Me
Yeah.
I help her to fix it.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that I
But
cannot just say that
I want right
after-
at the get go.
2 months, well, she want to be with the rest of my life. After 2 months, you can't know if she want to be with the rest of her life. You don't know her enough, brother. You get what I'm saying? You have to know her.
I get to know her.
You have to know her. So if you know her,
Get to know him, get to know her.
if two persons sleep, together, been together for a while and sleep together, you know, after I'm married, them can say, you know, me really want to spend the rest of my life with her because them live together for 5 years and all of these things. You understand?
And finally, I'm gonna squeeze in this one. Ooh, this is from Brenda. Brenda and Fiona, they asked us basically, yeah, I think they asked the same question.
Oh, okay.
So, who is the first to make up when there is a disagreement? Betty, you gonna tell me who is the first one to make up when there's a disagreement? Who can tell me?
Me the right is not tell you. Me.
A lot of persons would think that it would be Karen.
It is Karen.
But can I tell you that whenever we have a disagreement, I am the first one
Babes, you seriously have to go
to make up?
You seriously have to go repent.
Come
and
on,
make yourself.
that's tell the truth and let the truth set you free. Yes, so to be honest, I am the first one. So the minute we just talk about the pot, I said, "Biz, we put the pot over here, so I want the pot over this cupboard." And he must say, "But it's easier for the writers." I said, "No, Biz, we could just put the pot over here, so it's easier for me, man. It's kind of in the kitchen. The people them beg for you, so they're going to make you go in the kitchen, but not because you get a little blight for coming in the kitchen or you're going to want to put the pot over here, so." And then we don't talk about that now.
But I mean, I kitchen, so
2 minutes after, my mate said, "Babes, come here." I said, "Babes, guess what?" Wow. So you just you go and say, still in your feelings? Yeah, because him have to belch it out, digest it and everything before him start. But me, I don't have time for that. I can't keep nothing on me. I come like old fridge. I can't keep you nothing. I can't keep though. I can't bother with them something that carry too much weight.
Yeah,
so the minute of a disagreement, I'm like, "Baby, guess what? I'm a gone again." But him,
I think
him have to die, him have to eat it, him have to digest it, him have to belch it out, him have to... Yes, I am the one.
Repeat what you did just say before that.
It's a 20 question channel.
It's a 20 question channel. I want to know. Yeah, start making this thing.
Anyway,
I know she might have done.
That now stop me from God heaven. Yeah, Moses was of stuttering lips, and guess what? He was a mighty prophet.
Well, I thank you guys for the 20 channel question.
Anyway,
Love and love alone.
God bless you. Peace out.